Over the years, what I remember most is being so proud to be able to say that Ernie Stern is my father.
Everything that you always hear from people about my dad is that he's just always such a nice man. We're all very, very proud of him.
We came in 1938. I was 15 years old, and someone we don't know and who does not know us took on an obligation to see to it that we would never become a public burden.
And it made such an impact on his life that somebody who doesn't even know him helped them. He decided that whenever he will be able to, he will just give it back.
And he came here to a new country, and he realized that here was opportunity, that here was a chance to do something for himself, and the fact that he was Jewish really had nothing to do with whether he was going to make a success or not, that he was going to make it in spite of everything else that had happened to him in the past.
The fact that somebody helped us unselfishly really changed my life, or at least got me started on my sojourn of becoming a volunteer and doing things for other people, because I felt that we have to pay back, and I've been doing this all my life now.
Ernie, in my opinion, really is the quintessential volunteer, and if anyone should be used as a model, Ernie would be one of the persons that I would recommend.
It all started with Ernie not resting. I mean, just always feeling there's something out there to be done to make the place where we live and we work a better place.
He never gives up. I mean, you know, if you are involved with him, he is calling you every day, how you doing, why don't you do this, let's make it happen. He's really proactive because, you know, all this is voluntary work. I mean, we don't get paid for this type of thing, you know? And a lot of people look at it, you know, well, I'll do it when I can. I think with Ernie, it's always first priority.
If I needed a difficult job to be done, I knew that I could call Ernie. And if he was able to do it, he would do it. And to me, that's what leadership is all about.
I knew him as a very successful businessman who did his thing and did his thing well. But on the symphony orchestra, you saw a different Ernie Stern. He really felt that this community needed the performing arts. And I do not know whether or not the symphony orchestra of today knows that one of the reasons they're here is because of Ernie Stern.
He's been a motivating force and a moving force on our foundation for, I think it's 12 years.
Everything that he does, he just does it with his whole heart and soul.
For all of Ernie's adult life, he's been a devoted, hardworking member of our local Jewish community. Ernie was president of the Columbus B'nai B'rith Lodge. Ernie was past president of Temple Israel. He was campaign chairman and past president of the Columbus Jewish Federation. After that, Ernie became involved with the Columbus Jewish Foundation.
The things you believe in, you support financially and through time. The Jewish Foundation, which plans the Vision 2000, is most important, because unless we plan for the future, we might not have a future. You cannot leave it to chance.
Because I really think that my father is a lifelong learner, if anyone is. So as soon as he was done with his work life, he retired. Retirement for him became another phase of life.
He came in talking about wanting to extend his own learning, to be refreshed in a legal education that was now some 30 years old or more, and what could he do to learn the nature of law today. And he took courses.
And he ended up doing arbitration work. And I know just recently he did some mediation work on a volunteer basis through the Columbus Bar Association.
Ernie is the kind of person that just is not afraid of challenges. I mean, the bigger the challenge, the more he goes after it.
And I remember meeting with him and talking with him about the law school and about the future of the law school. And I said to Ernie at the time, I said, you know, your support for us is not just a matter of dollars. It's a matter of establishing an ability to attract people to the law school. And you will be a pioneer. And he stepped forward. But we began with Ernest Stern's confidence and we established nearly a $2 million endowment, including an endowed chair.
We managed to talk to people like Ernie and tell them what our mission was. And because they feel so strongly for their communities, they did see that a place like Columbus State could do and be the alternative. And to serve 12 years on our foundation board is the greatest testimonial for our college you can think of. Okay? He believes in what we can do.
Throughout my life, Dad has been someone that I've been able to admire, respect, and trust.
He's also set an unbelievable example in terms of work ethic, business ethics, and how that nothing is more important in any kind of a transaction than completing it honestly and honorably.
Dad never talked about commitment or talked about responsibility or talked about hard work. He just did all those things.
And I realize all the many things and the commitment that he has had to the community, but he has always been a friend of mine and a very, very dear friend. I have found him to be sweet, to be nice. I've never heard him say a bad word on anyone.
Ernest Stern is a gentle giant. And if every student in college and every student in law school could know an Ernest Stern, they would be better lawyers, they would be better educated people, they would be better at being a person for the rest of their life.
I've seen how hard he's worked over the years and how much he's given back to the community. And also, for me, it's been an incredible pleasure to watch what kind of a team he is with Mom, how much they've been able to accomplish together, and how much fun they've had doing it.
Ella has been a tremendous support for me always, and she has always stood behind me and supported everything I've done.
I mean, he finds time for everybody, and I sometimes wondered how he does it, you know, but that's Ernie.
When Ernie becomes your friend, he's a part of your life. Ernie and Rella are a real joy to be friends with, because with the caring is also a lot of just plain enjoying the real things in life.
If I really had to model my personal life after somebody, I would like to be after Ernie.